Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrasslinews Open Mic Wrasslin podcast. Now, if you're a regular listener of our podcast or if you're a follower on Instagram, you know that I always say that professional wrestling is beautiful. It's not just entertainment, but it unites people. It brings people together of various cultures, religions, gender, ethnicity. It unites nations. Now, pro wrestling is not just that. It also brings families close together. It helps create new families and start new chapters for many people. We've seen multiple wrestling families. We've seen the DiBiase, we've seen the Smith, we've seen Rodriguez, Guerrero, Flair, Armstrong. But today, the family who's joining us today is a family like no other. Because today's family is the ultimate modern day wrestling family. It is the family that you all know very well, and they already consider you to be a part of their family. So without further ado, please allow me to welcome the incredible At family. Guys, how are you doing?
Thank you so much for having us today. Oh man, such a great introduction. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's an honor.
It's true. Every word is true. You guys are the ultimate modern day wrestling family. This is it.
That's amazing. We really do appreciate that, for sure. Thank you.
We appreciate your work. I mean, you're putting the wrestling community in a very good light through your work. So we appreciate it. The whole wrestling community appreciates it. So first of all, Caitlin, Pedro, hello. Thank you so much for being here on the show with us. It's an absolute pleasure to speak with you. I have had, throughout this podcast, I've had the pleasure of interviewing just so many wrestlers from across the globe, wrestlers from WWE, ROH, Impact, all these promotions. But I've never been as excited and joyful as I am right now as I speak to you guys and have this little angel here on the show with us. I'm so joyful, so full of joy.
Wow, that's such a blessing. Thank you so much. Those names that you just mentioned, really big names. So just to hear us with that category is just super. So
it is true. We have an angel here on the podcast. So yeah,
my name's Angel too. So hey. That's right. Oh, he's
right. So, when I look at your family, I see greatness, and you'll be surprised. But your story actually reminds me a lot of Isaac Newton.
Oh, no way!
It does. And the thing is, she agrees with me. She agrees with me. She does. So the thing is that I feel that in Isaac Newton's case, it was the apple that hit him in the head, and this whole concept of gravity came to light. But in your case, Pedro, it was a frying pan that your wife hit you with, and this whole raw talent and the skills and your TikTok came to light in front of the entire world. So, yeah, she knows what I'm talking about. So tell us about this whole frying pan incident, and how did it boost your online presence?
Listen, AJ, just bringing that back. She was I think 4 months at the time when that happened earlier in this year, and look how happy she is in March. It's just like we just had ideas of wanting to bring entertainment with wrestling, and being a wrestler myself, an amateur wrestler all my life, I was doing some wrestling moves on Caitlin, and then one day I was like, let me just put Haliel into the walls of Jericho and have Caitlin hit me with a frying pan. And we did not know it was going to make the exact steel chair shot. And everyone loved it.
Exactly
the sound was perfect, just like Stone Cold when he hit Vince in the hospital, that ping. And the way I collapsed, everything just went so well. And we were not expecting all that to happen.
No.
And that blew up. And then the second video, I put Holly on a little ankle lock, tickling her feet. Yeah. And she got this crutch that I had in the storage. And I said, don't be afraid, hit me, I can take it. And she just hit my back. And that blew up even more. And from there, we said, hey, people love this. We want to make people laugh and smile. We love wrestling as well. Let's just give people a show. And we really spend time just thinking about how to change it up every video. We try not to do the same thing every day. We like to change it up. And that's definitely been a big key of our concept as well.
That's amazing. It's amazing. And I love the energy the little angel is bringing to this interview. I love it.
For sure. And outgoing.
And you mentioned the video with the ankle lock, and I remember the video. It's playing in my mind right now. The look on Caitlin's face. I mean, the pure emotions. She was really angry. She was really angry that you put her in the ankle lock. I could tell. So it was pure organic emotions. That's what's so great about your work. It's so organic.
So
Yes,
much.
tell the
Yeah.
mama bear. It was
Oh
like
yeah,
for
I
all
just
the
have,
mamas.
you always have to protect your baby. So
Oh, yeah.
even if it's against dad, you gotta protect him.
Yeah,
So.
and that was the message we were trying to put out there, and all the moms were involved. They were like, "Yeah, get her, mom. Don't mess with the mom. There's cubs." And everyone loved it, and we're just so happy to bring some smiles to people's faces.
You do. You bring smiles to a lot of people's faces. That's 307,000 plus on TikTok,
Yeah.
and thousands and thousands on Instagram. You talk about YouTube everywhere. So, how does it feel to be such a global phenomenon? Everybody around the world knows the Ad family. How does it feel?
Listen, just you saying that and those numbers, it gets me so emotional, goosebumps, because we have a little 2021 goal board behind us, and we said our goal for this year is to hit just 50,000 followers on TikTok, and we
Right.
hit that once we blew up with the ankle lock video out of nowhere, and now to see 307,000. And on Instagram, we never thought we'll ever hit 10,000, and now we're at about
And
40.
10,000 was our goal.
Yeah, and 10,000 was our goal. Now we're at 43,000. And YouTube, our whole goal this year is just to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we finally hit that. So for you to say these numbers, it's just so amazing to actually see progress happen.
And we really
Yeah.
are so blessed. We're so thankful that we've grown so much, and
Yeah.
we know we still have ways to go before we reach our goals,
Yes.
but we're getting there. So.
Yes, just little by little, and we can't be any more thankful for our support, our fans. Without you, we won't be able to keep doing what we are. And the following and the engagement that we get, we try our best to comment back. We try our best to get back to our DMs. We just don't want to be big time people who forget about our fans, because without them, we won't be in our position. So we do like to comment back and get to talk to our fans as well.
That is what's so special about you guys. You guys are so humble, just so loving. I mean, it's in your eyes, it's in your face. When we look at you, we can tell this is a very loving family that loves wrestling, a family that loves family. And I also know that you love God. You are very close to Jesus. You put Jesus first, and that's so incredible. That's very, very special. It is a family that people would love to get behind. That's the thing.
Thank you so much. That truly is a blessing, like you said. And we always believe, God brought us together for a reason. And we're college sweethearts, and our history just goes back a long way. And we just want to continue to share our story with the rest of the world with wrestling, our family-related content.
Yep.
And just see this little baby grow each and every day is a blessing.
All those videos to look back on,
Exactly.
where she was not even crawling,
and that's what we just keep doing, just to see from the progress from the Walls of Jericho chair shot when she was just on her belly to now getting up and walking. It's just
walking out of the
crazy.
frame.
It's crazy. A lot of people say the same thing as well, and it's amazing they get to follow us on this journey together. And as you mentioned, the App family, we're all a whole together, So it's truly a blessing.
It is. It definitely is. And speaking of God, Holio is definitely God sent for you, because I've heard that it was the baby shower video that actually went viral. It was the first video that went viral and gained you guys all the momentum in the world. Yeah.
That's
Good
true.
history there. Yeah,
really
you were doing
good.
your research. Last June 21st of 2020, we did a little viral video, just us being out here. And we just want to do something small for our family back home in the East Coast. And I flipped over Caitlin. She just threw this dye. And we did not expect it to hit me right in the head. I wore all white, and all I wanted was to land on as a canvas. Hit me right in the head, and it dyed my hair pink. Right there, we knew this little baby angel is going to be the reason why we continue to grow and make good contact for the rest of the world.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. So the Ad family, it's a very catchy name, but Ad is not your last name. I believe it's not your initials either for none of you. So how did this Ad family name come about? What's the story behind it?
Well, where it all started was Pedro's initials are PAT, and
Right.
when I married him, I became CAT, and
Aw.
then we wanted to keep our kids with the same AT, so we're Pat, Cat, and Baby Cat.
Hopefully our future kids,
Kids
we
will
can
have-
have initial and an AT to keep that tradition going. And like you mentioned, AJ, at is just so catchy. It's easy to search us up, find us, the at family, and it pretty much brings us together with that 18.
And it just represents our whole family.
Yeah,
so
and like
we
you
will all have it.
said, God sent, Pat, Cat, what are the odds? And then baby Hat, and hopefully future babies along the line as well.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
There's so much to love about the Ad family. And what I love about you guys especially is on YouTube. Whenever you guys start a video, you started with a very positive energy and on a very positive note. You make the fans feel like they're part of the family. And I believe that Caitlin also has a catchphrase, what is that catchphrase, Caitlin, that you always say at the start of the video?
Oh, I always say, "Don't hurt me." Like I always,
and then YouTube, your viewer once, and then
your viewer once, then you'll be a part of our family. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's amazing. Who came up with that idea?
I think we both kind of did, but because we wanted to make something catchy for our YouTube video, so that's I don't know.
And I remember again, we never thought that we would be growing 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so we just wanted to keep it with our family and our friends and our viewers. And we always said, once you're a viewer once, and then you're part of our family. Because again, without the fans and the supports, we're not really where we're at. So we consider everyone a whole, the at family. We're all in this together for sure.
I love that. It's like you guys are almost on a mission to spread happiness around the world.
We try our best, just try to bring happiness and blessings when and the thing that really makes us more happy and want us to keep going is when people comment, I was having such a bad day, and just seeing you pop up on my feed just brings a great smile to my face. And just hearing that coming from, we're nobodies, and just to see people like everyday people just say, your little one just makes me smile every day. I love seeing her face. I love seeing the moves. You guys show love and happiness in those wrestling videos, and it makes us want to keep going.
It makes us have an amazing day too. Like we really appreciate this comment.
Yes, for sure.
Wonderful. Pedro, you probably know that the wrestling community is not always seen in a very good light. It's always, tagged as a very toxic community. Not very friendly. But it's people like you, who actually put it in a very good light and make the wrestling community feel better and look better. So you guys are doing a great job at that as well. But I must ask you, who do you think, between the two of you, who's the more creative one?
I would say probably when it comes to TikTok, Pedro.
Okay, and when it comes to Instagram and YouTube, who's more creative?
Well, I feel like we both put equal parts. I would say into Instagram, and then I feel like YouTube. I don't know, because it's longer videos. We try to come up with different things. So I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, I agree with Caitlin. The TikTok and Instagram idea. Me being a wrestler and being a huge fan of WWE, I just come up with this idea. I have this vision, and Caitlin Halliel helps bring it to life. And when something doesn't work out, she brings in her points and she says, how about this? How about that? And I said, yeah, let's do it. We're open to new ideas, and mainly TikTok. I like to come up with ideas. Like Caitlin said, when it comes to YouTube and long-term videos, she thinks about this, and she, with YouTube, you have to keep adding more footage. So Caitlin does a great job with that as well.
But Pedro's very, very creative, and he's really outgoing. So I would say probably him.
Thank you.
You guys are just so sweet. And you are also, speaking of sweet, you are also college sweethearts, right?
Yes, thank you. We went to Penn State back in Pennsylvania, and a little bit of our history. We met a while ago in 2015. This year will be 6 years together. The 25th, September 25th, will be our 6 years together. And it all started at Penn State. There was a big cross, a big white cross on top of the mountain, and we met there, and we found out we both went to Penn State together. I wrestled, she played volleyball. We prayed for each other before the first day of school that year, and the rest was history.
That's right.
It's like you had God's blessings in the very beginning. It had to happen. It was meant to be.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
So back when you were in college, and since you guys are so creative, in your own innovative ways, did you ever imagine or think that you would have such a big gig on social media or something in a very creative field like you are in right now?
So
We always Snapchatted in college,
Yes.
and I feel like if we would have had what we had now back then, we would have done. It would probably would have blown up just because we
Yeah.
were so active and we did so many fun, crazy things.
Yeah, right.
And then, and then I always said to Pedro that I wanted to start YouTube. I think it would have been such a fun idea.
Since 2016,
and so we did. We just decided to do that. But I never thought like we would be like in a situation that we are now.
And to add on to that, we also did acting in college as well. Not only being student athletes and being involved, we were very involved with our campus, and we were part of Theater Arts Club. So we love to be on stage. Mainly me, I love to just create and just be in the spotlight and show entertainment. And I did wrestling videos as well. Caitlin said with Snapchat. If we had TikTok back then, we highly believe that we would definitely have had a good start to our platform. Where everything happens for a reason. And she did say YouTube from day one, and I said, nah, I don't want to focus on that. I just think it's too much. But now, after seeing what it can do to people and change lives, we want to be able to just support and just bring good creativity out there, for sure.
That's incredible. So you guys basically followed your passion and you followed your heart into this. It's awesome. It reminds me of myself, actually. I also, I was in college a few years ago, and I graduated as an engineer, and I found passion in wrestling and journalism. After that, I got another degree in journalism, and here we are. Running our own thing. So the story is quite similar.
That's great that you went after your
Very important to follow your passion, because if you love what you do, you're gonna find success. And for the students who are watching this right now, it's very important to be active on campus. Very, very important.
Yes, definitely get involved with those extracurricular.
Oh yeah.
Just staying busy really helps your mindset. Continue to have fun. Join a club. Find ways. Join a sport if it's acceptable, or club sports. Do intramurals. Definitely get involved and try something else, because it's really going to help your college career much fun. Yeah.
Were you guys? Were you guys part of any sorority or fraternity?
No. I was the RA. I was the RA on campus.
Okay.
About it.
It's again, I was the student ambassador. We've worked with RAs closely. We worked with international students. I was not cool enough to be a part of the fraternity, but I was cool in my own way, like the RAs are. So yeah, I found a lot of similarities there. I love that. I absolutely love that.
That's amazing. So much.
I know. I hope I'm not getting her too bored there.
No.
Fine.
No, it's getting ready for a nap time soon, but she's okay. She's okay. She has good food to eat. Definitely.
Okay. So between the two of you, I assume that Pedro, you are a bigger wrestling fan.
I can say for the most part, Caitlin.
He knows way more than me.
Yeah,
Don't be humble about it.
Growing up in the, I was born in '96, so. Just a little bit the late Attitude Era, but mainly the Ruthless Aggression era. And growing up and seeing those people, being a wrestler myself, I love Kurt Angle for what he did. Of course, The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena. The list goes on and on from at a young age, and seeing how much history the sport has. And then now, new sports, like AEW, and even Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, TNA, and seeing what they did throughout the years as well is just amazing.
And I do like wrestling, and obviously, and I do, and I have watched wrestling in the past. Like, I have my older brother who I grew up watching wrestling with, so that's kind of how I ended up getting into wrestling myself.
Yeah. So, for both of you, does it ever happen that it becomes too much of wrestling? Like, you guys are basically recording wrestling videos almost every day. You are talking wrestling every day. Does it ever happen that, gosh, I'm overwhelmed with all this wrestling. I need a break. I need 2 days off. Does that ever happen to you?
So, we just had our vacation in Hawaii, so I guess that was a vacation. Even, like you said, sometimes it's okay to take a little break to wind down a little bit. But then we kind of miss it, even a day or two. And just seeing our last video, if it was like 2 days ago, we're saying to ourselves, wow, we missed it. It's kind of like a craft. You have to keep practicing to just keep performing and getting better. And even when we skip a day or two, we're just ready to get back on the high horse and keep filming. Just again going out there and creating good content for people, and just thinking about ideas like you just said, AJ. It could be overwhelming, but again, we really put our creativity to good work and try to figure out ways to just change it up.
And I think it can just be hard a little bit because we work outside of doing this.
Yeah.
So I think that can sometimes, that it's not we're not upset that we're like having to do wrestling moves. It's just can we film and post by the time I get home from work or by the time Pedro gets home from work? That's where we like need some. We're like, oh, it's gonna be a little tough or cut it a little close, but we definitely love it. Definitely love it.
That's a good balance, definitely. So, what about your mates from school or from college? What are their reactions, to this fame surrounding wrestling? What do they think about it?
A few reached out to us and said, "Wow, it's just so amazing to see you guys doing wrestling moves." A lot of them knew that we would be involved with social media just because of acting and being involved with campus.
In Pedro's personality, they all knew that he would end up doing wrestling because he was been a WWE superstar from the beginning.
Even from college, hitting the RKO on Caitlin or a good friend of mine, or even in the wrestling room when we're not when practice is over, or whatever, I'll hit a spear on someone just to add a little fun into it and just to finally deal with my family and hopefully this goes somewhere that we'll be able to have an opportunity, whatever comes our way.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous right now. You're wearing a Suplex City T-shirt. I hope that you're not planning on taking Caitlin to Suplex City.
You never know. You might have to stay tuned to see what happens.
I have my fingers crossed, Caitlin.
I gave him a F5 City a couple months ago, so they're be ready for Suplex City here and there too.
You gotta be ready for Mother Bear as well. She's gonna be there. On me. So,
so
Pedro is obviously a wrestling coach. Very, very impressive. Caitlin,
yes.
Has Pedro ever botched a move while recording one of your videos?
I don't think he's botched a move. I, on the other hand, probably have. But he's really good at directing me on what to do. So he'll show me a video and then we'll just do it. So I don't think he really botched a move ever.
If anything, maybe it does sometimes, and a lot of questions we get is how many takes does it take? And usually the hard part is having Haliel try to stay still for a couple 15 seconds. She's an outgoing baby, so she likes to go run, and sometimes it takes a couple takes, maybe 3 or 4. But if I don't think it looks good, or if I messed up, I'll tell her I just don't like the way I landed or sold the move. Let's try it again. And a couple weeks ago, we did Rocket's Carolina Scissors that he did on Cesaro and WrestleMania.
That is tough. I give him so much credit.
Caitlin wanted to try it out. I said, we can do it. It's going to take practice. And this is one of those nights when Caitlin and I got real home from work real late. It was getting real late, about 8 or 9. Haliel was just getting ready to sleep a little bit. So we tried our best. And I'm telling you, it took at least 50 takes to get her to spin around and to spin around twice. And then the third time to throw me and sell the move. That was definitely the longest.
That was the hardest move we ever did.
Yeah, but
I surprised myself that I was even able to do that. Yeah. That was so hard.
But it was worth it at the end because the outcome came out really nice.
Well, you guys are the Ad family for a reason because you can do the impossible, basically. With that botch question, I was just testing Pedro and his coaching skills. So, guys, if you're watching this right now, and if you're in California, Los Angeles area, contact Pedro. He's a great wrestling coach.
Oh, thank you.
So, we've seen Pedro. We've seen you put your wife through Batista bombs and spears and whatnot. I'm so glad that Caitlin can always return the favor. But are you ready? Are you ready for the day when Haliel also returns the favor and starts to put you through attitude adjustments and spears and RKOs herself?
Listen, like we said, just seeing her grow throughout the videos is a blessing, and just to see her walk and run, I'm ready for her to run at me, and I give her a spear, and then she could just RKO me or super sweet chin music me. We're really looking for the day that she's able to get involved. As you can tell, she always has a big smile on her face when we're throwing her on top of me, frog splashing me, or RKOing me. She always has a big smile. She loves to be involved. So
and the footage, like the actual footage without music in the back, is usually like her screaming, like so excited and laughing.
Yes. So we're really looking forward to the day that she can get involved.
I love that, guys. I love that. So speaking of Lyle, though, she loves the spinner WWE title belt. I've noticed that she always crawls to it. She loves it.
Yeah.
But I've also noticed that in the recent videos, Lyle is actually seen with the AEW championship instead.
Yes.
Does that mean that the Matt family is getting into All Elite Wrestling?
Yes, we love to be out. We love to branch out with every other wrestling company out there. We just don't want to stay with WWE because there's always great talent. We want to be able to showcase all the wrestlers out there, the indie wrestlers as well. We want to get to New Japan Wrestling as well. You know, get back to some Impact, NWA now, and with AEW and what they're doing now. People are really looking into it. A lot of people are really fascinated what they're doing there, what Tony's doing with that company, especially yesterday with All Out. I mean, that's crazy. Such a great event. So good. And Haliel, you know, we gotta keep the fans going and not bore them. We love to bring entertainment. That's what it's all about. So to bring an AEW belt there and her being the new AEW champion, the women's champion, she's a whole worldwide champion everywhere. You know, the youngest baby champion in history. So
she's making history. Just 10 months old, and she's making history. It's incredible.
Right? It's crazy.
Now, you know, of course, there are a lot of it couples in the wrestling business today, but there's only one it couple. So if I ask you to challenge one it couple in the wrestling business today, who would it be? Which couple would it be?
You already know.
Tell them.
Becky Lynch. We're coming after that.
And Seth Rollins. And the reason why I say this, because no disrespect to them, we love them. What she did at SummerSlam was amazing. She came back, you know, took the SmackDown title. But I said, listen, the battle of the redheads right here, the real redhead right here. I would love to see a mixed tag team match against us and Seth Rollins against Becky Lynch for the first ever mixed tag team champion. You know, that would just be amazing. That's a great storyline right there, you know. Make it happen. And I always said, people like us from the social media world, content creating, to be able to step in a ring and to show people that we can do it. We want to inspire other people who just like to film and say that everyday people from home could do what, you know, what they set their mind to. And we had an opportunity to be in that ring and showcase, you know, it would really truly be a blessing for sure.
How about we do something right now? How about we make some noise? Why don't you guys cut a little promo for Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, and we'll put it out there, and let's see if we get a response from them. You want to do that?
I like that. Where's that limp roller at?
I'll get it for you. Let me get it for you.
We used the lip roller for a microphone. We just did a little promo yesterday.
I just see that.
I was pretending to be The Rock, and I was like, it doesn't matter what you think.
So it was great.
We want to put our acting skills to use out there, too, just to showcase a little bit of that. And here we go. So just like AJ said, you guys already know who we are. You know what we do out there in the social media world. And if you think what we have what it takes to be in the ring. We're coming after you, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. You know why? Because the battle of the redheads right here. We have what it takes to be there. Give us a chance. Give us an opportunity. Unless you're too scared.
Are you too scared? Are you too scared?
Right, Holly? I'll tell them. They don't want it. It don't matter. You know why? Because we still got the youngest champion, the best manager in the whole wide world right here, and we have what it takes to prove you guys wrong. Give us the opportunity to be there. Make it happen. The Mixed Tag Team Championship at the next WrestleMania. Matter of fact, we could wait to Los Angeles. Come to our town, and we'll prove you wrong. Oh, wait. We have what it takes. Let's do it. Make it happen.
You have something to say?
Tell them, Halio.
Tell them.
That was wonderful. That was great. I almost got goosebumps right there. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was. Hey, it was right on spot. Hey, thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Yes,
just to put it out
there. Pedro's the mic kind of person. I'll stand back there to support him.
You guys are incredible. Well, you know, it's been a pleasure talking to you. You guys are just great. Your story is wonderful. But, of course, I've got to ask you this. You guys have reached what many people call the Mount Rushmore of online fame, you know, online wrestling community, whatever you want to call it. You've basically reached the top. What's next for you guys? What's next that you have in mind? Are you planning on happening right in your backyard, or do you have some other plans?
Okay, repeat that last part real quick. I'm sorry, baby.
No problem. So I was asking, what are your next plans? Do you want to from the online world? Do you want to get offline? Do you want to capitalize on WrestleMania 39? Just taking place in your backyard. What are your next goals?
Great question. This is something we think about all the time with our social media. Just waiting for an opportunity, blessing to come our way. We would love to bring it to the real world, and again, just an opportunity comes our way to just showcase our skills, or even be a little segment like Logan Paul or Bad Bunny, how they just came to WrestleMania and just did that. That would be amazing too as well. Just whatever comes our way, we just want to be able
We're
to
so open for any opportunity.
Any opportunity, we just want to continue to showcase, and again, bringing people from the social media world into the real ring. It can happen, and we know miracles can happen every day, especially small creators like ourselves, just to impact the world and be a voice for all the other small creators and having opportunities to just go out there. So.
And we still want to continue doing online as well. Like, no matter what, we still want to continue doing everything that we're already doing. So.
Yes. And just be able to grow each and every day and see our little loved one grow as well is just the biggest blessing, and we just have a good time together for sure.
4.4 million likes, 307,000 plus TikTok views, thousands of followers on Instagram. Small creators. That's what I say. You guys are very humble, and that's why I love you guys so much. You guys are incredible. Very, very humble, so down to earth, just genuine people. I love you guys. You guys are great, and you guys deserve all the recognition and all the success that's coming your way.
We kind of forget those big numbers, We just want to continue to just entertainment. Sometimes just hearing those numbers motivates us to keep going because we forget. We forget 4 million likes is like, wow, that's insane. We still remember when we just had 100 likes, 200 like it was yesterday. It just happened out of nowhere. So we want to stay grounded because we're nowhere big. We're not where we want to be yet. So just want to continue to go.
Yeah, through these shades, I can't really see a lot. It's very dark, but I can see the actual honesty, the hard work, the love that you guys have. It's incredible. You guys are incredible.
Thank you so much, AJ.
We really appreciate that. You're so kind.
Thank you so much.
And for everybody watching us right now, make sure to follow the App Family. You probably already follow them on TikTok. That's the Ad Family on TikTok. On Instagram, it's instagram.com, the Ad Family. And for YouTube, the link is in our description. Wow. Thank you guys so much. It was great talking to you. Thank you so much, Little Angel, for being here. And hopefully, the next time we're here, she'll be talking, and you'll be talking wrestling with her as well.
Listen, we will love that. We will love that just to see the change and how far she grew. So we'll love to have her back on the show and start talking to you. Right? Yeah, she wants to come back.
Thank you guys so much. You guys take care, and I can't wait to see you guys hit millions and millions on TikTok, and I can't wait to see you at WrestleMania. It's gonna happen.
Thank you so much, AJ. You have a great rest of your day.